Feeling way too hot, hot-headed, I got a fever. I came from heaven and made it through hell, now I got ether. Should've believed them, damn, you should've believed them.
She took a dab of that till she had cataracts. Grabbed the rack, she had a MAGA hat. I tapped it back to Adam's app. I told her.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, bring you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life. So today, you guys, breaking news. Tim Norman of Sweetie Pies from the OWN Network has been found guilty for unaliving his nephew. And I just wanted to bring this story to my Naughty crew. I did not follow the trial. There's a lot of great vloggers out there that did cover the trial, and shout out to them because all of them did a very good job of bringing the story before my Naughty crew. If you don't know the backstory, Tim Norman is the son of Robbie of Sweetie Pie. She's the owner of Sweetie Pies, and they had a show on OWN Network, okay? And Tim had a nephew that was getting in some trouble, and his name was Andre. And so they decided to bring Andre to live with them to try to give him a chance to get through school and everything. And mind you, Andre's father is no longer with us either. So Miss Robbie probably looked at this as another chance to honor her son. But once Andre got there, things started to be weird on the show, you guys. And I did watch the show season for season. You saw Tim being very aggressive towards Andre and his other cousins. And Tim began to act really erratic, you guys. And it started off, he was dating Jennifer Williams, who is a basketball wife, okay? And they dated for a short time, but it was very tumultuous. But ultimately, they ended up in court with restraining orders on each other. But it is reported that Tim has been very abusive from even his own child's mother. And he can tend to act very aggressive and erratic, all right? And so Tim starts going crazy and opening up a bunch of restaurants under his mother's franchise name, Sweetie Pies. And Miss Robbie started to notice. And if you watch the show, you guys, you will see she starts to push back, okay? And ultimately, there was a alleged robbery at Miss Robbie's house, and it is believed that Tim set the robbery up, but he blamed Andre. And I believe he blamed Andre because he had a plan, you guys. He had a plan. And Tim went out and purchased an insurance policy on Andre. Now, Andre was feeling away because he went back to Texas with his family, and then Grandma Robbie convinced him to come back. Meantime, Tim is opening up all these restaurants so fast, and Miss Robbie is pushing back. Like, you're not even asking me. You're just doing whatever you want to do. She ultimately had to take her own son to court to stop him from franchising off of her name. So that is a little bit of the backstory. Ultimately, Tim went on to plot the unaliving of his own flesh and blood, his nephew, for the insurance money. And he used a stripper and a drug addict to assist him in this crime, you know. And ultimately, they all were caught because they were terrible criminals. All right. They got caught. They tracked all the cell phones and everything like that. And then his co-defendants ultimately flipped on him, you know, and left him. And Tim wanted to fight this to the very bitter end. And Miss Robbie stood by her son's side. You know, a lot of people, a lot of vloggers was against this. My personal opinion, I think she just looked at it like, you know, right, wrong, or indifferent. That's my son. I'll just make sure he has a good defense, and this is all I can do for him. But I'm pretty sure Miss Robbie is hurting because he took his mom's legacy that he built for the family. She created generational wealth for her family. She was a background singer on the road. I believe she was a background singer to like Diana Ross. and Gladys Knight. But Miss Robbie was really, really popular, okay? But she went on to create generational wealth for her family, and her son single-handedly tore it down. And for all of you who do not know Tim Norman's background, he was in prison for 10 years. And I believe it was for, allegedly, and I could be mistaken, it could have been for some type of robbery or something like that. And, you know, he was able to come home, and Miss Robbie tried to give him a chance. I mean, the red carpet was rolled out, and the only way he could repay his mom, his ungrateful behind, is to tear her own empire down. So I wanted to bring this to my Naughty crew to see what you guys think. I want to get your thoughts on this. Shout out to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch for dropping this article. It's titled, Sweetie Pie star Tim Norman guilty on all charges in unaliving for hire trial. So a St. Louis jury Friday found former St. Louis reality TV star Tim Norman guilty of conspiring to unalive his nephew. Norman, 43, was convicted on all charges after the jury deliberated for about 17 hours. He faced 2 federal unalive for hire counts and 1 count of conspiring to commit wire and mail fraud. Norman orchestrated the 2016 unalive of his 21-year-old nephew, Andre Montgomery, then attempted to cash out up to $450,000 in a fraudulent life insurance policy he took out on Montgomery about 18 months prior to his death. All right, so Norman and his nephew starred in Welcome to Sweetie Pies, a long-running owned reality show about the popular soul food business of Robbie Montgomery, Norman's mother and Andre's grandmother, founded in the St. Louis area. The verdict concludes a case that captured national attention for years. So there you have it, Naughty Crew. I'm just really happy that Andre finally got justice. And his family, his mom, she's heartbroken. Like, she sent her son to get a better life and ended up losing her son. This is just horrible. I mean, how cold and inhumane can you be to do this to this young man? And I think the basis of it was, you guys, that Tim was jealous because Andre had a promising future. Okay, so drop down into my comments, Naughty Crew. Let me know what you think about the verdict. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. 1.
Half the cap in the Cadillac, take a dab of wax with a battle axe, not your average cat.
Why don't they give me a break? I learn from mistakes, I'm earning my place, yeah.